Right, what's going on there, everyone? Welcome back to James Redmond TV. Before we get into the video, make sure you download the OneFootball app. Link is in the description. People, it is marvellous. Let me say that because that's my opinion and I want to give that opinion to y'all. Listen, it is a great app. I would suggest that you go and click the link in the description and download it for any transfer news, live updates, scores, anything to do with your team, other teams in any league, then make sure you go and download that. Any competition, you need an update, you need the new, go to OneFootball because it's all there. Absolutely amazing. Obviously, you can see on the screen right now, so up to date, so detailed, and do you know what, mate? I'll recommend it to the next guy. And I want to thank them very much for sponsoring this video because that's great of them, as they are helping the channel, therefore help them. But not only that, I was using this app even before they decided to sponsor the video, so really strongly recommend it. Go and download it. If I haven't said it once, let me say it again. Link is in the description. Enjoy the video, people. Right there, hello there everyone, welcome back to James Redmond TV. Make sure that you smash the like, make sure that you subscribe to become a member of the Redmond Army, and welcome to another episode of the Rival Watch Show. We are here to talk about yesterday's fixtures, and what a set of fixtures they was. Pretty insane games, not going to lie to you. Man United, Southampton, you know the score. Literally, you will know the score. And Arsenal and Wolves was just another crazy game, to be fair. There was a few other fixtures as well, but they're the two main talking points. And the only reason I never done a video last night after the games themselves is because I had to do the preview. And I actually didn't even get the chance to watch the two games fully. I watched the first half of the Arsenal game and the beginning of the second half, and then I watched the highlights for the final few minutes. And then Man United game, I watched I missed the first 10 minutes and then I got to the 70th minute and then I had to record my preview for the Brighton game, which takes place today, and we're doing a watch along, so make sure you're on the channel for that. But jeez, Luiz on a drumstick, that was just annihilation at its finest. And I'm not talking about Wolves and Arsenal, I am very much certainly talking about Manchester United and Southampton. And listen, I'm a Liverpool fan. I never want to see United win. And that is a very true statement, mate. I know, Man United winning, but the one thing that I can appreciate as a football fan, not a Liverpool fan, because we're having a title race with you, but as a football fan, I can appreciate 9 goals against 10 men, 9 men, 8 men, 4 is amazing. Like, that's fantastic. Like, listen, do you know how hard it is to score 9 goals in a 90-minute match? Like, it doesn't happen. They've equalled the record with, I think, Man City, Leicester, and themselves, to be fair. So, fair play to them, mate. It's not easy to get that many goals. Us Liverpool fans know that. I mean, I'll talk about, obviously, why I think it went down, and there was circumstances that came into them scoring 9 goals, very much certainly. But let's be real with ourselves, mate. It's still a very, very impressive feat. Now, I didn't want to start off this video talking about VAR, and I'm sure I'm going to talk about VAR in this video, because in both of the games that I'm about to talk about, it was a big factor, you know, in a sense, because you could say the referees made the wrong decisions. Some would say that the decisions and the rules that have been set are just wrong. I'll talk about that later, but we cannot disregard the fact the team has just gone out and scored 9 goals. Listen, this is the Premier League show. I need to get all the bias out of me. This is not me doing a shit dance move. This is me removing and analysing myself. You know, well, analysing this game from a football fan point of view, not a Liverpool fan point of view. And let's just be real. As a Liverpool fan, it's horrible, but as a football fan, you can only appreciate 9 goals and the performance. Listen, they were against 10 men for what, 89 minutes of the game or whatever it was. You still can't look past the fact that they broke down that side. It's not always easy to break down 9 men. It's a historical thing. Usually, not 9 men, 10 men. When you come up against 10 men, it's a low block. They get more men behind the ball and leave one up top. So it's one of them things. It's hard to kind of... Us Liverpool fans know firsthand when we play a low block, it's a nightmare. So imagine playing a team that feel all the more need to be even more of a lower block, the lowest of blocks. And that's just one thing Man United broke down with ease, by the way. They didn't even have a Paul Pogba starting. Bruno Fernandes had a field day. I mean, there was no doubt about it. Like that was probably his best performance in a while. And we're talking about Bruno Fernandes, probably the best player of last year. You know, it's a shout, even if you don't agree with me. It's an absolute shout, a goal and 2 assists. And he was actually involved with the game. Usually, that's one thing, Bruno. When I watch United, at least, he's still a world-class player, and I don't dispute that. But, you know, he is very much, he pops up in the big moments. And I rate that even more. But when it gets to, you know, being in there consistently for 90 minutes, he's not usually there, at least when I see that. But for this game, he was on fire. Another player that I have to talk about, someone that had Mo Salah in his back pocket for both of the games, and then he's just looked good before and ever since, really. Luke Shaw, 2 assists in this game. He's looking like one of the best left-backs in the league right now. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know how this has happened. I knew Luke Shaw had potential, but I didn't know he was going to turn out to actually fulfill it. There's a few English talents that have been able to do that this season. John Stones being one of them. Luke Shaw now breaking through. And it's actually for the fact that, you know, he's not getting that injury run of problems. He's keeping Tejes out the team. Tejes is a top-class left-back. I don't know if I'm saying his name. Teles, Telly, it doesn't matter. Listen, he's keeping him out the team. And this is one of the more high-regarded left-backs in Europe. So you can say it's Luke Shaw, and, you know, it's only Luke Shaw. He's going to be shit soon. He's doing what he needs to do, and much more. And he's performing at a very high standard. If Robbo is putting in the performances Luke Shaw is right now, and Robbo is not playing bad, I'm just saying, you know, Robbo, he's played good offensively and he plays good defensively week in, week out. Sure, he's not on the level of Robbo, don't get that twisted, but he's been on form, he kind of is, do you know what I mean? On form, past few games, he's been like that. I just need to clarify it because there's a few emotional Liverpool fans who might take it the wrong. Robbo's clear left back, listen. Digne, whoever else, Geordie Watt, David Wham, you know, Alfonso Watt, you know what I mean, like all of them. But Luke Shaw's doing a very impressive job right now at both aspects of what it takes to be a fullback in the modern game. Another great performance for him. And to be honest with you, mate, it's just a big statement overall from Manchester United to go ahead lose against Sheffield United, which was embarrassing. I came on here, I had a little laugh. I thought, and I still don't think they'll win the league, don't get me wrong. I'll talk about that a little bit more in a sec. But to go ahead, lose that game and then play Arsenal and kind of stunk the place out, really. They never really deserved to lose, but the draw was kind of fair. And it was just another negative approach against the typical Big Six side. And then they obviously come into this game with a lot of pressure on them, because if they drop points in this game, then you might as well say goodbye to the title race right now. Whereas this win has kept their team in the title race, not only for the fact that it gave them the points to go on and think, oh no, we can really do this, but confidence-wise, that's got to give them a lot of... Who have they got next? Everton. And then I swear they've got like Newcastle and West Brom or teams along those lines. If you beat Everton, you should really win the next 2 games. You've then just won 4 games in a row. Let's just think about it a minute. Oh, we've just got another run of winning streak together. You know, we can really go for this title. Like I said, I don't think United will. And I listen, I done all the meditation shit before, didn't I? I'm talking as a football fan, not a why do I do it like I have tits? I mean, I do have tits, but, you know, I'm blatant, you know what I mean? Sorry, anyway, this is going to go mad. You hear what I'm saying, though? Like, I'm being a football fan right now, and with Manchester United, as a football fan, I don't think they're going to win the league. I think you need better management than what they've got to win the league. You know, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer certainly has tactics. If you say he doesn't have tactics, then you are wrong. If I was a manager, I would have tactics. It's just about if they work or not. It doesn't matter, you know what I mean? If you have them, it's like if you have a car, it's about if the car works. That's the number one important thing when it comes to it. And the be-all and end-all is, everyone has tactics. It's about if it works. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, more often than not, doesn't work. It works less than what it doesn't. I'm probably making not a lot of sense there, but you get what I'm trying to say, don't you? There's much better managers out there, and I'm not saying sack him, I'm not saying this, that and the other. If he wins the league, then invest into Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because you might as well. But I just don't think this season they have the credentials to win the league. If they go out and have a decent summer and whatnot, then maybe, but it's just too early for me right now. That's all it is. But let me know in the comments down below. United fans, neutrals, I know United fans will be watching this because yours will be bloody chuffed, and rightly so. So let me know in the comments down below. Are you in the top 4 race? Are you in the title race? Or what will you be able to stay in? So if you are in the title race, because if we are, then you are, because we're on the same points. Will you be able to stay in that title race? Let me know in the comments down below. But as for the Wolves and Arsenal game now, like I said, we haven't talked about VAR yet, but we are going to touch on to that. Wolves and Arsenal, it was just one of them games really where I thought Arsenal are probably going to keep up this winning form that they've been getting recently. I think it's like 4 of the last 5 games that they've won. Not only that, they've done it against decent sides and they've been scoring. Lacazette's been looking like a baller. Saka's been looking like a baller. Xhaka has been looking like a baller. Partey's been fit. It's these type of things. Leno's been looking like Neuer. Like, it's these things that when they come together, Smith Rowe's been looking like De Bruyne. It's these things, when they come together, it works, and it's been working for Arsenal and Arteta. It's been quite a weird thing to watch because they were so bad a few weeks ago. So, of course, I had all the expectation on Arsenal to go ahead and win this game. Now they didn't go ahead to do that, and there was things that came into play, and, factors that came into play. 10 men you can work with, but once it gets to 9 men, it's a problem. And don't get me wrong, the first incident with David Luiz, and I'll even touch on the incident that happened in the United Southampton game, they both got red carded for the fact that they were going for a tackle and not the ball, and it was the last man, so it's got to be a red card. That's the rule. But if you especially, well, actually both tackles, you can see they've not really directly gone in for the tackle. They can't really pull out of what is already a very slight movement leaning towards the opposition's player's knee. So it's like, if they go over, even with a wind of contact, like that of contact will make them go down, and therefore it's a penalty. It's impossible to defend. So when a Martial, so now basically real football's becoming FIFA, whack pace up front, and then as long as they get ahead of the centre-back, they're fucked, because they can't do nothing to go round the striker. They can't even try and get a tackle in, and it's one of them things, when it's not malicious intent, when it's one of them things where the striker is in full control there, I just have many problems with it. I believe the game's getting soft. I don't have a problem with it being a foul. I believe they were fouls. I really, really do. I believe they were penalties. That's not the issue. The issue that I have isn't the fact that the penalty is being given. It's the decision that's being made after that of a red card. I just think it's a bit too... if you've gone in for a tackle in that position, you've put yourself on the firing line to suffer a possible consequence of conceding a penalty. But to concede a red when you pulled out after a millisecond decision of wanting to go in for the tackle, it is just kind of ridiculous to me. And it's kind of like we're expecting footballers to become these type of robots. You know what I mean? One of them ones. That's kind of like what we're expecting them to become, and it's just unrealistic, in my opinion. That was massive. That was just before half time as well. And then obviously the second half, Arsenal very much still in the game, but then when Leno got sent off, which by the way actually was a red card, I actually don't know what Leno was doing. Like I said, he's been doing well recently. That massively affected the game. Wolves went on. They went on to win the game. There was positives for Arsenal. Pepe had a solid performance. I thought Xhaka played well with Partey in the midfield. I think them two, especially Xhaka, he surprised me because he didn't really have the brightest start to the Premier League, did he? So that's one thing. But Pepe as well, even him, he needs to just build this run now. 72 million. Let's see what you've got, mate. You've got a few goals. Can you keep the run of form going? That's one thing that we're all going to wonder now, because he's one of the big boy signings of the Premier League, and he's a massive part of Arsenal if he is to do well, and if he's on form, Arsenal are a much better team for that. So yeah, man, as for Wolves, they had great performers as well. I thought Neto, man, he is such a good player, someone that will be scouted by a top 6 team soon, probably even in the summer. I'd love Liverpool to go out and give him a little shot. If we sell Origi and sell a few other players, get Neto. I know we've got Jota, but Jota's versatile. Get Neto in there as well, man. And yeah, will be a force to be reckoned with. Neto looks like a very good player. Got involved again, do you know what I mean? I like Neto. If you're a Wolves fan, let me know. How much would you sell Neto for? Because to be honest with you, even though Neto is notoriously known for being like a charity shop, he is worth dough. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it is what it is. But listen, not a good result for Arsenal there. They had a great first half. Bloody hell, in that first half, they were relentless. But then it just went downhill when they got the red card and whatnot. But it is what it is. What a couple of games that was, you know what I mean? There's a few games today. I believe Everton are playing, a couple of other teams. Tottenham and Chelsea will be playing tomorrow. Obviously, we're playing later. Again, check out the watch along. Set yourself a reminder if you want to go and watch that. This is going to be out at 12 o'clock. It's 10 past 9 as I'm speaking. Don't know why I'm telling you that. But basically, this is just me trying to find a pathway to end this video. But here we are. We are here now. And thank you for watching it. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe. Thank you for being on this journey with me. And I appreciate you all. See you later. Have a good day and peace out.